It's the first week of March. It is 60 degrees right now, and it's just the first few hours of the morning. It's gonna get up to 77 degrees, and it's gonna be an absolutely lovely day. Today, my goal is to clean up my entire raised bed garden area. And I'm gonna be planting some of my first crops of the year, the ones that I've been growing in my house. Now, this is my raised bed garden area. It's a 40 by 40 foot area with several raised beds of various shapes and made of different materials. I'm gonna be cleaning up this whole garden today and getting it prepped for the season. And hopefully this is a little bit of a garden inspiration for you all as you're starting your gardening season as well. So let's get into it. Now, this first bed that I'm prepping, I covered with leaves last fall. Rather than planting a cover crop, I had leaves, didn't have a good cover crop that I wanted to put in here and deal with the termination of that cover crop. The leaves do two things. One, as it's been raining, late winter, or snowing and everything, it's protected the bed because those raindrops can actually compact the soil, believe it or not. It's helped protect the microbes in there and also prevented some weeds germinating. I still have some weeds that I'm gonna have to pull out, but I'm gonna start by lightly raking those leaves off, and I'm gonna move them in my compost bin. And just to compare, look how few weeds. You know, I've got some sorrel in here, a dandelion looks like, a little henbit over here, but not too bad, especially when you compare it to this bed right here, which was uncovered. I mean, it's easy enough to pull this out, but it is a stark difference. And I'm gonna do something that I may come to regret, but I've been putting down wood chips in my paths for 3 years now. This is year 4 of this garden, and underneath the wood chips, it has just turned into some beautiful mucky compost that looks nutrient rich. So I'm gonna rake back the wood chips, the more solid pieces that are on the top, and I'm gonna put that onto my raised beds and then put down fresh wood chips in my paths. We'll see how it goes. Now, there still are some wood chips that aren't totally broken down. And if you've been on any garden blogs or videos, you always hear people saying, you know, that wood chips lock up nitrogen, and they do. I'm not concerned here. These are pretty well-aged wood chips. I'm not incorporating them into the soil. They're still remaining on top. Throughout the season, they'll continue to break down. They'll provide a little bit of a mulch layer. But to ensure that I don't have any nitrogen deficiencies in general, I'm going to be topping this bed with some blood meal. I'll lightly incorporate that, and then I'm ready to plant. Also, it's not even 9 a.m. and I'm in a t-shirt. I love this weather. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this bed too before I plant this bed, because I'm gonna keep doing my remove the paths, add that to the bed, and I want to bring in my wood chips first before I plant, mainly because I'm going to be kneeling on the ground, and once I remove the wood chips, it's pretty squishy and muddy, so try not to become an utter mess. So let's do this one. I've got carrots in here that are underdeveloped. They're probably not going to do anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull them out. Some endive, which I'll harvest, and maybe I'll have some carrots that are a good size. We shall see. And then a mullein and other weeds in here that I'm getting rid of. Yeah, someone found and ate this carrot. That's a nice carrot. Turns out I have a lot more carrots here that are a respectable size. Now, while it might be tempting to leave them and allow them to get even bigger, the problem is that carrots are a biannual, and once it truly starts warming up, they're going to want to flower. And when they're flowering and even preparing to flower, they're going to take all of the sugar that they've stored in their root, the carrot part that we like to eat, and convert that into starch and power that flowering and the production of seeds. When that happens, the carrots aren't going to taste good. Right now is the perfect time to capitalize on the sweetness of a winter carrot. If you've never had a winter carrot, I am sorry. They're absolutely delicious, and once you eat them, you're kind of ruined for grocery store carrots. Oh. Oh. Mud is hard to push through. Now to plant the first little seedlings of the year. Whew. I think I'm out of shape. The winter and not doing as much. So what do we have here? We have golden ace cabbage, red ace cabbage, broccoli, sweet bunch, so that's like a broccoli rabe, blue curl kale, a Hamilton cabbage, a Haku cabbage. Those are both a Chinese style cabbage, Brussels sprouts, forgot I even grew those, and cauliflower. Now, following a planting calendar for my area, it's about a week early than what you would expect or be suggested to plant brassicas. However, looking at the weather, that's going to be totally fine. But one thing you need to be aware of with early planted crops, particularly brassicas, if the soil temperature is too cold, they're going to struggle to uptake nutrients. So I'll be watching that, and if I think that they're having any nutrient deficiencies, I can do a nice dilute foliar spray, and the leaves will actually absorb the nutrients. So sometimes people's plants struggle at the beginning of the season. That is why, because they can't uptake nutrients. The bed is planted. I was able to squeeze everything in. One, because I had 4 less than I thought, so I had 36 plants. So just kept it a little bit more compact. But today is the hottest day of the year so far. While I have hardened these off, maybe not enough as I should have, I need to cover these and protect them. One, from insects. I'm starting to see some things flutter around. Haven't seen a cabbage moth yet. So I want to protect them from insects, but also with some shade cloth. Let me get the hoops that I bent the other week, which I made a video about, and use those to protect this bed. I'm gonna put insect netting on. I think I have the right size. And then top that with some shade cloth, at least for maybe the first few days, week, as these get established. Well, I have 2 beds prepped and parts of the garden cleaned up, but everything always seems to take longer than you expect it to. But I'm gonna add my hat, give myself a little bit of shade. I, like my newly planted plants, I'm not used to so much sun. So I'm gonna keep working through the garden. I always have the tendency to jump around from spot to spot. I'm gonna try to systematically move from this corner over here and just keep continuing kind of towards the front. So I'm starting at the back, working my way front. I love gardening, but it is work. Don't be fooled by that. It is a lot of work that I enjoy. Looks like these planters did not survive the winter, unfortunately. At this point, it was really just more of the same. Getting things organized, pulling weeds, mulching, in general, garden tidying. But I did have a little bit of help, so that was nice. And I managed to get the garden all cleaned up in a single day. But I am tired and everything hurts. Here's to a productive 2026 gardening season.